Marcus Aurelius is one of the most fascinating figures in history. Despite being born to a non-royal family, he was selected at a young age to be groomed for power, alongside Nero no less. When he eventually rose to the top, he did something surprising. He shared his power with his brother. In this episode, we explore some of the 9 key lessons from Marcus Aurelius' life and philosophy for a better life. He urges us to live every day as if it were our last, to let that determine what we say, do, and think. His book, Meditations, has inspired millions of people over the last 2 millennia, and it continues to be relevant today. If you're interested in learning more about the great principles and ideas that Marcus Aurelius lived by, the last rule is the best to live by as your philosophy in life, so stay tuned. 1. Putting people first. A story about Marcus Aurelius. During the Antonine Plague, a catastrophic pandemic that killed millions of people, Rome's economy collapsed and citizens were dying in the streets. Yet, Marcus Aurelius did something extraordinary. He walked through the imperial palace and began to sell the luxurious items, jewels, robes, and couches owned by the emperor. For 2 months, he sold these items on the palace lawn, sending a message to the world that he was not putting his own interests first. Instead, he was committed to the people who were struggling. This story is a testament to the true meaning of greatness. It's about putting the needs of others before your own, especially in difficult times. This is like a CEO who takes a pay cut during an economic downturn, an athlete who renegotiates their contract to allow the team to bring on new people, or a leader who sacrifices their own comfort for the greater good. Marcus Aurelius's selfless act reminds us that true greatness is about making a difference in the lives of others. 2. Another path is always open. There's always another way, even if it appears that you're stuck. As the Stoics suggest, when one path is blocked, another is still accessible. Your response to obstacles can be the very thing that propels you forward. Rather than being an impediment, the obstacle may become the way. Realize that you don't have control over what happens, but you can control how you react. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that you always have the opportunity to practice virtue, improve your skills, and adapt to new circumstances. Although someone may try to stop you, they can't prevent you from being patient, practicing forgiveness, changing direction, or trying something new. In fact, obstacles can be transformative experiences that lead to growth and learning. According to the Stoics, nothing can prevent us from accommodating, adapting, changing, and integrating the experiences and obstacles that come our way, turning them into new paths. When you embrace this mindset, you'll realize that you're never truly stuck, as you always retain the ability to choose and change. 3. Taking action one step at a time. In order to accomplish any task, it's essential to take it one step at a time. Despite having the necessary information, we can sometimes struggle to take action. Marcus emphasizes the importance of taking action today, instead of putting things off until tomorrow. We often delay tasks, promising to start tomorrow, whether it's a diet, writing a novel, or cleaning the house. If information alone were the key, everyone would have 6-pack abs, and every project would be completed without any issues. However, the real challenge lies in taking action. The discipline of action, as the Stoics believe, is all about taking action. It's not enough to think or talk about it. We need to act. Every accomplishment requires taking steps, and the first step is the most crucial. Marcus encourages us to take that first step and move forward, reminding us that no one can stop us from doing so. 4. Let go of your anxiety. It takes a great deal of self-awareness to acknowledge and address feelings of discomfort or anxiety. This became apparent to me during the pandemic, when my daily routine was drastically altered. and I was no longer caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Despite having less to worry about, my anxiety did not diminish. As Marcus Aurelius notes in his book on meditation, anxiety is not caused by external factors, but rather, it's within us. We often attribute it to work or family stress, but when those elements are removed, we realize that the underlying issue is within ourselves. By recognizing this, we can take steps to discard our anxiety and achieve a breakthrough. 5. Well begun is half done. The phrase, well begun is half done, underscores the importance of starting each day on the right foot. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most influential figures, exemplified this concept through his morning routine. Despite not needing to rise early, he forced himself to do so, recognizing that his purpose was not to remain warm under the covers, but to fulfill his duties as a human being. He began his day by journaling and meditating, a practice that he believed made him better. He then focused on his most significant task of the day, concentrating and approaching it as if it were his last. This disciplined approach set him up for success and enabled him to seize control of his day from the outset. To maximize productivity, it's essential to establish an effective morning routine that allows you to take charge of your day right from the start. 6. Be strict with yourself. Self-discipline is a crucial factor in achieving success. It's a task that only you can undertake, and therefore you must be strict with yourself. This applies to all aspects of your life, including learning, studying, and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius advises us to be tolerant of others while maintaining strict discipline over ourselves. The purpose of self-discipline is not to make us superior to others or control them. Instead, it's a means to make us better masters of ourselves. Remember, it's essential to remain focused on your own improvement and let others handle their own mistakes and approach. 7. Don't resent people. How to improve your life with Stoicism. Don't resent people. Marcus was not fond of people, and this is evident in his writing, especially in Meditations, where he begins with a meditation on how other people can be frustrating and obnoxious. The idea of the obstacle is the way emphasizes how people can be obstacles in our lives, yet they present opportunities for us to practice our philosophy. The Stoics believe that we should be good in the face of injustice, exercise temperance, and show courage when others are being cowardly. Though people can be frustrating, they can also help us grow by presenting challenges for us to face. So, instead of resenting people, we should strive to use them as opportunities to become better. 8. Ask yourself, is this essential? The power of questioning. Essentiality. It's easy to get wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, but when you're constantly on the go, it's important to take a step back and ask yourself if what you're doing is truly essential. As Marcus suggests, we should question every action, thought, and word we have. Is it necessary? If we knew we had limited time left, would we continue doing it? Often, we find ourselves doing things because we were told to, or because it's what we've always done. But when we question the essentiality of our activities, we eliminate unnecessary tasks and focus on doing fewer things, but doing them better. So, ask yourself, is this essential? And watch as you become more productive and efficient in your work. 9. Remember this mantras. 3 inspirational mantras from Marcus Aurelius. If you're looking for inspiration to live your best life, look no further than Marcus Aurelius. Here are 3 of his most powerful mantras to keep in mind. 1. Amor fati. This Latin phrase means, love your fate. Instead of dwelling on the negative, embrace whatever life throws your way and turn it into fuel for your fire. 2. Do good for others. The Stoics believed that the fruit of life is good character and acts for the common good. Focus on what you can do to contribute to your community and make a positive impact on the world. 3. Memento mori. This means remember you will die. It's a reminder that life is precious and fleeting, so make the most of every moment. Live as if you're a dying person, and let that guide your thoughts, words, and actions. As we walk with our lives, it is our responsibility to check our own mindset, to look for ways to better life. If you learn something and want to implement it in your life, comment down below and let's talk about it. Bless you and see you on the next episode of Stoic Life.